At what stage or stages of your life have you done your most writing?
Well, okay, currently. I mean, but there's a story behind that. So the answer to the question is currently, but I've been writing off and on all my life.
Right.
And I had the privilege of creating my first book when I was in elementary school. So I wrote this book when I was in second grade, and this is Timmy the Turtle. And it's, I don't know if you can see it, I illustrated it myself.
Very nice. Very nice. That is so cool.
There's Timmy. And the moral of the story is Timmy didn't like people throwing trash in his pond.
Hey, can't blame him.
And look at that romance. Two turtles. After Timmy cleaned the trash out of his pond, he found a female turtle and he was happy. So I also wrote a lot in high school. I was able to take a creative writing class. And funny story with that, my grammar has never been my strong suit, and so I would get A over F on my stories, where the teacher loved the stories, but my grammar always brought me back to a C. And then in college, I took classes in journalism and public relations, so obviously I did a lot of writing there. And thank goodness things like Grammarly came out. And now that I'm retired, I'm a full-time author, and so I'm writing the most right now.
Do you have other writers in your family?
I have artistic folks in my family, but no other writers. I have people who paint. I have people who are musicians, very creative folks, but no other writers.
Hypothetical question. If you can invite any three people for dinner, who would you invite? And they can be alive or dead.
The author who wrote the Nancy Drew stories. Maybe we should look that up and put that in. Can you Google that?
I think, Maggie would know that because she read all the Nancy Drew stories when she was growing up. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was by a syndicate. It was done by a writing syndicate.
Oh, okay.
Out,
Maybe that's why I don't know the name of the author. So the writing syndicate that did Nancy Drew.
There you go.
Maya Angelou. I love her poetry. So I do limericks, which are nowhere near Maya's qualifications or quality. Steven Spielberg. I like the creativity and the variety and, the drive and just what he's accomplished in his life. And I could learn a lot from all of those folks. So, yeah.
Are there any books that you've read more than once?
So I'm a Pride and Prejudice fan. I also like Wuthering Heights. When I was first reading after Nancy Drew, I was drawn towards historical romance. I love the folks who write that stuff. I can't envision myself doing the research to get it right, so I don't write historical.